things for you. And he turned around and he said, no, the worst possible thing that they could ask me is why, what's wrong? And I was like, wow, I thought that was really powerful. So in that scenario, now I have a kid who I'm feeling pretty sad. So say I'm feeling pretty victimized, right? Somebody comes over and they say, you know, hey, how you doing? He wants to make them the perpetrator. Now, the only way he can stay the victim is if somebody plays the perpetrator role. Well, you know what? You just got to suck it up, get it together, and knock it off. And you know what? You're a 14-year-old boy now. You're a man. And so, you know, there's just no crying that, you know, you need to be doing. In that case, that person would become the perpetrator. Or that person could turn around and say, what? What's going on? You need to tell me what's going on. You can't keep all this inside. If it keeps you keep keeping it inside, then it's going to make you sick and it's going to make you sad and all of this stuff. So I'm really pushing. Then I become the hero. More than likely, if I keep pushing, he's going to become the perpetrator and he's going to say, you know what? I'm not telling you anyway. So why don't you just get out of my face? You keep trying to fix me. And now he just moved back into the victim role. And the hero moves into the perpetrator role and says, what do you mean I'm trying to fix you? What are you doing here? You're supposed to be doing your own work. You're supposed to be here to, you know, do your healing and do your therapy and all of this other good stuff. So we constantly stay in this place. So we've got to detach from the outcome. What if we just accept our children where they are? What if we just love them where they are? And that gets really scary because some of these behaviors are really, really scary. But the second I try and push you, the second I try and make you do something, the second I keep trying to fix you and make you better, I keep you victimized. So my role is really to say to you, you know, I'd really love to hear how you feel. And when you're ready, please come. Please come and tell me. Tell me what's going on. And so I create that invitation. I used to do it with my daughter all the time. She would come home from school, and when she would come home from school, she would say, I'd say, baby, how's your day? Oh, my day was great. And then she'd go ahead in the room, and I could like almost feel her staring. Well, if you really cared about me, then you would be coming in here, and you'd be checking on me. Now I know something's wrong because I could see it in her face. And so what I would do is I would go to the door, and I'd say, babe, I know something's going on. I'm going to be hanging out in the kitchen. So when you want to come and talk to me about it, I'm there. And so now she's got to make the move to come and talk to me about it, but she can't stay victimized by it. And she would say to me, she would get so frustrated, she was like, it makes me so mad that I just can't be mad at you, because she would really try. And so I just create that space for her to do her own work, and almost always we want to. But again, you know, the paradox is that the second I do it with the expectation, or I do any intervention with the expectation that you're going to do what I want you to do, then I've just lost it. I know that with kids that have some really deep-seated control, and that I have to say is really based in survival, that most of the time when you give them permission, you know what, you should definitely not take out that garbage. You should definitely back away from that garbage, and you are just way too stressed out, and you just can't handle that garbage right now. It's just too much for you. If I can do that from an authentic place, and I'm not looking for a specific outcome, more than likely that kid is going to take that garbage bag, and they're going to take it outside. If I do that knowing that once I say this, you're going to do that, my intention is off, the energy behind it changes, more than likely, I am not going to get the result that I'm hoping for. So I've got to let go of that attachment. It's not until we're loved and accepted in the place that we're in that we can feel safe enough to start doing something different. Let me say that one more time. It's not until we're loved for who we are and where we're at that we can feel safe enough to do something different. That's the gift that we end up giving our kids. If you want to learn more, if you need any additional resources, you contact me. You can contact me through HeleneTimpone.com, or you can contact me through thegreatbehaviorbreakdown.com. If you feel like you need more interventions specifically for which behaviors and you want to know the neurological breakdown, then look at some of the Great Behavior Breakdown events coming up. With that, I'm going to take us off of recording, and I'm going to thank you all for coming and spending the last hour and 26 minutes with me.